6 different starter builds that I've played from level 1 up to 85, solo self-found, without uniques, trading, or juicing them up with gear from other characters. All of these are easily replicable by you. This video will be a short presentation of the build, with what to look out for, and which items do really help, with a link to each full build breakdown in the description below. And as the first one, we're taking the Shattering Concoction Pathfinder. Now people are gonna yell, no, this got nerfed in the latest patch. Ha! It didn't. They removed a bug where increased damage with bow skills was applying to the Shattering Concoction, and that made me go from 42,000 damage down to 37,000 damage. Oh no. Just need a quiver with higher flat stats and we're good to go. This might be one of the most fun and easiest builds to pull through. You're throwing your Shattering Concoctions, which is the Ranger Pathfinder Ascendancy. Instant freeze, incredible damage. And the damage does not scale with your bow. Doesn't matter if you have a good bow or not. As soon as you hit level 23 and you get the Shattering Concoction, it's insane damage. And it gets a huge bonus to base critical strike hit chance from the beginning on. So we're gonna skill this on crit, cast on freeze, to give us frozen mark, to have even more bonus frozen explosions go off. The build is using your mana flask charges to cast, and the trick is to gain 0.2 charges per second, flask charges gain charges per second, and do the same over the passive skill tree. Number one thing to look out for this build is a bow that has projectile skills. Yes, and then you want increased elemental damage with attacks, because both of this straight away stacks up the Shattering Concoction. If you have one of these already, it's amazing. So far it has been the smoothest, easiest zooming from all the classes we've played so far. And that gets followed up by number 2, the Warrior build. And here we're talking about Hammer of the Gods, Leaping, Bone Shatter, and also Perfect Striking Warrior. And this one get even buffed because armor is now 15% better. That's not a lot, but it still will help this build, as if I tried this as a full armor build. Now you're going to use Giant's Blood in the end to wield a shield and a two-handed weapon to then just be even more tanky, leap around the map, explode them with Bone Shatter as their prime for stun, and bosses just get hammered to death with then the Perfect Strike timing and Perfect Strike timing. It's a very simple combination of skills that couldn't be more efficient. Warrior has truly been the second easiest playthrough through the campaign, because you're leaping, prime for stun, and then VAM! Explode just a pack of mobs. Even the Dreadnought, which is famously feared by everyone, you just blast through. It's silly how Warrior is bad turns into, wow, is this easy, once you get used to your most powerful attack being a Mace Strike in the beginning. Not any skill, just Mace Strike. I've taken longer against bosses with my sword, with all these cool abilities and Archmage and Tempest and Sparks and than I have with my Warrior just going club, club, Perfect Strike, dead. It's crazy, but it works. The main thing you want to look out for is weapons with plus level to melee skills. You get something like this lying in your stash already? What are you waiting for? Now you would have thought this is on number 1, but it's on number 3, and that is the Monk. Monk is incredible, especially as soon as he hits level 14, he gets Ice Strikes, and later with level 36, you're gonna get your lightsaber to then go forward with a charged staff and add lightning damage to the fray. And from that point, it is Ice Strike, charged staff, bell, destroying everything. And due to being an invoker, you're also having your evasion rating be armor, and therefore have 74% evasion rating and 70% armor damage reduction as well, while having insane amounts of critical strike that then scales with more critical strikes, and if you do critical strikes, you do more damage, and you simply burst through your opponents while freeze, bomb, bell, boop, 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 and everything chain explodes in front of you with the Herald of Ice and the Herald of Thunder just going crazy. There's one huge mistake though I see a lot of people making, and that's when it comes down to your quarterstaff, because you need a huge amount of physical damage. Often I hear the complaint, Pony, my Monk is not freezing enough. And that's because you're not taking one that has physical damage. You're focusing on a quarterstaff that has a lot of elemental damage. Let's say it has 50 physical and 200 lightning damage. Hell, I've thought that staff would be insane. It's not. Because if you don't have any physical damage to turn into cold damage, then you do no cold damage, and therefore you don't do freezes, and then you're not feeling as amazing as you could. Don't forget to look out for that evasion energy shield gear, because you're going to play Grim Feast to overstack your energy shield to be an absolute undying calamity. Now at the 4th and the 5th, I have a Merc and the Ranger Merc for you. Both are kind of the same. They both use grenades to destroy everything. The Witch Hunter gets bonus explosions with his Ascendancy, while the Ranger Deadeye Merc gets bonus grenades and has more explosions like this. I personally gravitate more towards the Ranger Deadeye Merc at this point, because it's easier with her to go over to the Energy Shield Evasion Rating area and then play an Energy Shield Evasion Rating Merc Ranger overlap. Otherwise, if you're playing the full Merc, you're kind of stuck with the Evasion Rating Armor mix. That's at least what I went for, and it feels vastly less efficient than being Undying with the bonus Energy Shield Life combo. Both are incredible though, and they'll bring so much joy to your home. One thing to look out for here is a good bombardment crossbow. And that's going to be pain to find because you don't want to have any of the other crossbows. You don't want to have a varnished crossbow, a dyed crossbow, any of the other weird ones. No, you want a bombardment crossbow because it gives you bonus projectiles. That one is a must kind of to find them down the line, and it kind of pigeonholes you into a certain style of weapon, which can be quite annoying. As you want to use other crossbows, they could be amazing. I mean, this one was really good. But it doesn't give us a bonus projectile, so despite having good damage, it will always have less damage than the one with a bonus projectile. It's probably the only issue I see with a Merc, but this has been one of the most joys I've had playing the game. Since the grenade into an explosion combo is super fun. You run around the map, explosive grenade, explosive shot, explosive grenade, explosive shot, stun grenade, gas grenade, stun grenade, gas grenade, explosive grenade, pop, 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 pop. It is truly a joy to play. And if you're now looking for easy mode, easy coasting, very chill gameplay, that's the Witch for you. You start with skeletal snipers, you get yourself a firewall, raging spirits, and then you just drop gas bombs from the sky with their skill, firewall explosion, firewall explosion. Later you add some pain offering and a curse for more fire damage, but that's kind of like it. You just get your army of skeletons. They'll have your clerics reviving them. You have tankiness in front with the Infernal Hound. And then you're just scooting and pooping. Have a shield in your hand that you can hold up. The Witch is just so simple to play. Even at this point, if you just want to have some no-brainer, fun, chill gameplay, the Witch just feels so good. Very recommended. High fun. Look out for Spirit on your chest. High Spirit Scepters, Spirit on your shield if you can find the unique one, and Spirit on your amulet, because you want to have as many skeletons as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, which starter is it going to be for you? Which has you interested the most? There are more to come, including a Chronomancer. Until then, how about more help with the Trials of Sekimas or general endgame tips if you just finished Act 3 Cruel? Enjoy!